Hey you guys, welcome back to Southern Latitudes. I'm Robin and it's a Monday, but it started with a lot of rain, which our ground really needed. We're in the middle of a not a bad drought, but we went right from rainy season to dry season and we dried up really bad. And I have been doing a lot of watering in the garden, but today I woke up hearing rain on the roof and it was just so fabulous. So I actually have a lot of inside chores that were needing to be done, and one of them, I'm standing in front of the Barbados cherry tree, and one of them is juicing my Barbados cherries. So anyhow, I just got it all set up. So let's go in the kitchen and you can watch me do that. And when I am in between with the juicer, because you can set it up and then come back and forth to it, so there's a lot of downtime or lag time. And so I am actually going to be finishing cleaning fish, which Jack did quite a few yesterday night. But as all things, it's getting late, you're tired, you just need some rest time before going to work the next morning. So anyhow, I have the last 7 fish to be cleaning, so you guys get to come with me and watch me make cherry juice. Now, I'm going to tell you up front, this is my first time. I have watched my friend do it a couple of times. I feel good that I can get this done, but this is not really a teaching how to do it. This is just part of my vlogging of my day that I would love to share with you guys. Okay, and then you'll see me clean fish too, which is a skill you might not know that I have, but I do have, because we spent late 18 years at least on the ocean, or up thereabouts. We did a lot of saltwater fishing, and we caught big things, little things. We've scalloped. We have just had a blast doing that. And then the past 3 years now, we've been without a boat. Sorry about the jet noise. We've been without our boat. We sold it, and we were invited to fish on our friend's boat. And thank you, you guys know who you are, and we really appreciate it. We had so much fun, really great time fellowshipping with our friends. So anyhow, come on in the house and let's get this done. Get going. I want to show you that we've been picking lettuces. This is salad bowl number 2 of the season. So I'm very excited about that. I did have to reseed a lot of lettuce because I just think the first couple of seeds, different varieties of things did not like the warm snap. And of course, they ended up probably rotting in the ground or something. I don't know. But anyhow, we're rolling now. So this is my new steam canner, and forgive my stove's a wreck because of last night, and there's no sense in totally cleaning it up because we're going to wreck it again today. So there's water down in here. Oh, okay, I turned it off because I went outside. So I'm going to warm this back up, and inside here is where the juice is going to go. I can't hardly get it up. Here's let me see how many pounds. We had 3.8 and 3.5 pounds, so that takes us to 7.3 pounds worth of Barbados cherries. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And I need to put a lid on them. That's when I put these in here, I was like, oh, I need to grab a camera and take you guys along with me for this journey. And for myself to remember how I did it. You can have the spigot kind where you turn it on and off. I was a little concerned, how am I going to put things up? And I know you can slide it to the edge. That makes sense too. But I thought what I'm going to do is just buy the one with the tube and then carefully open and shut the tube as I fill like quart jars or something. Hopefully quart jars, right? If not, pints. All right, so we went fishing and caught what's called a speck, or sort of like a dark colored crappie. Yep. I know this is a gardening channel, but we are actually saving every bit of our garden scraps right here in the bag. So inside here, we have all the fish guts. So, which smell absolutely wonderful on day 2, right? Gross. Anyhow, so that's going to go into the garden. That's going to be my natural fertilizer. So I'm actually not used to filleting this particular variety, but I am used to filleting the size fish. But Jack said he preferred actually cutting this fin off. And I said, okay, I never did that before, but I'll do it based on his opinion and practicing. So you come in underneath that gill right there. Got to be careful not to get cut by the gills. I don't know if these fish will cut you, but I know the ocean fish will. So you kind of point your angle your knife back towards the head. Ooh, let's see if we can get that. Hold on a second. There we go. Still got to pick up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Then you turn your knife towards the tail and you just go all the way back. I'm not very strong. He can do it like it very quickly, but my thumb is still not feeling great. So you cut through those little pin bones and you go right down. And yes, you're gonna have little scales everywhere. And then he says you cut right around the pin bones, which I know that. You gotta be very careful. You don't want to eat pin bones. Kind of cut those out. And the stomach lining. Don't want to eat the stomach lining. That's also not good. Now these are not a big fish, you know, so there's not a ton of meat. Well, especially not these. Jack took the big ones. The big ones were like a foot because he measured it with the tape measure. And so he already took care of all the big ones. So then I take my fork. I'm right-handed, so I take the fork in the left hand. And then I go right down against the skin. And boom. I have a beautiful, put the skin in the compost. And then, yeah, I don't feel a single pin bone. So that's amazing. I'm going to leave it in water to sit while, you know, it waits for me to do the other 13 fillets. So there we go. I'm just going to keep on repeating and doing it the same way. I'm sorry. I hope this doesn't gross you out. I grew up with a father who fished, and I married a man who fished, and oops, oh man. They probably wouldn't be proud of that moment. Hold on a second. I think I went a little too far, a little too deep with the knife. There we go. And, you know, so this is just something I grew up seeing. So you can also take it off the skin first and then clean up the meat. I should also add that. There's not really, like, you can only do it in this order or that order for this part. Anyhow, and you'll definitely feel those pin bones in there, and just about any fish really. And I just kind of scoop down, like, you know, well, probably shouldn't. That's tearing up the meat. Yeah, all those bones. You can actually cook it whole. I am losing a tiny bit of meat right there. I'm not thrilled that but also the stomach. So it's not much. It's like a bite's worth of meat. It'll take me a minute or two to get back in the hang of things. I haven't cleaned a fish in 3 years. Also, you can do this. You could take your knife here at what they call the shoulders of the fish, and you can come down like that. And I think I saw Jack start doing most of them that way. And then he took his knife and went through and went down. So there's a couple different ways of getting the meat off. So every bit of this fish will get used, or these fish, I should say, will get used, whether it be eaten by us, the dog, or composted into the garden. Oh, I did much better on that. You know, I think I have a preferred side, like a better side versus a worse side. If you clean fish, is that true in your case too? All right, I'm gonna go really fast, probably put you all on time lapse. How about that? And then we'll be done with this in a minute. Okay, we'll just come down layer by layer so you can see. Oh, sorry for the steam. Yep. Uh-oh, I'm not sure how am I gonna do this. All right, I can't seem to get it up and let you guys see that. Still got plenty of water in there. That is a big no-no, to let your water run out. All right, so yeah, I can't show you this middle layer without, I gotta figure out some way of setting up the camera so you can see what I see. If we can, you gotta dip it way down. There we go. Here comes the juice. Hope you guys are seeing that. It doesn't like it at all when I lift it up. Hold on, I'm just gonna hold tight real quick. That is nothing but pure Barbados cherry juice coming right out of the steamer. Okay, now I'm gonna turn off the camera for my safety and go ahead and keep filling. So I wanted to show you guys, so far I've gotten 1 pint of cherry juice. Isn't that amazing? Barbados cherry juice. And I didn't have to chew up all those seeds or anything like that. Now I put a lid on it for right now. It's kind of finger tight. And so whenever I am completely done with juicing, I will probably can these. It'll be fun, and then I'll have it to either make jams or make a holiday drink or something out of it. But we're not even close to done yet. I'm sure I have another pint, if not 3 pints, that are coming out of that 2-gallon baggies. What did I say? That was 7.3 pounds worth of Barbados cherries. From I just been collecting it all season. Also, we've been eating them too, and the squirrels have enjoyed their share. But that's just, I had 2 full-gallon baggies. So that's pretty cool. But you do have to be extremely careful with that juicer. Don't be distracted at all when you're doing it, because this is scalding hot. So I have 1, 2, 3, 3.5 quarts of Barbados cherry juice and a little bit extra beyond that. So I'm trying to figure out if I need to add lemon juice or not. I have this pH tester, and it is telling me the pH is 3 point. Oh, it's still going. Hold on. Let's give it a minute. Are you now settled? Okay. Well, even if it keeps dropping, I can tell you safely that this is very acidic and won't be. Now it's down to 2.52. It is definitely so acidic that I don't think we'll need to add any lemon juice. Now, I will also tell you, look, it's going down at 3.5 or 3.9, excuse me, 3.6. It's still dropping. It's pretty acidic. It's still dropping. It's kind of crazy. But anyhow, we know we're good, and I'm going to turn it off and clean it up. I can go ahead and start canning this. Let me give you some instruction in case you're interested. So it is not strawberry lemonade concentrate. Oh, let's see, I'll keep making a shadow. But that's kind of close. There's also cranberry juice, which we'll be making that here soon. I just got all my cranberries and ready for it. But one thing, okay, so any juice, first of all, if you need to bring your acid down, you would use lemon juice. And of course, hopefully you have a tester. If not, you just would need to, I guess at it, and then you can bring sugar into it and make a concentrate. I could do that with this. I want to leave this as is, and then as I need it and use it, I will probably add sugar at that point. But what you want to do is, well, that they're saying heat it up because you're trying to make a concentrate at that point. But you ladle the hot concentrate into hot jars, leaving 1/4 inch of headspace. Wipe the rims, center the lid on the jars, screw the bands down until resistance is met. That means finger tight, and increase fingertip tightness Okay, that's sort of repetitive for what I just said. Place the jars in a water bath canner, ensuring they are completely covered with water. Bring to a boil, process for 15 minutes. Remove the canner lid, wait 5 minutes, then remove the jars, cool and store. And of course, there's more information about that. This came from the Bernardin's Complete Book of Home Preservation. Now I have a little problem because this is for pints, the 15 minutes, and I have a quart. So what I'm going to be doing is grabbing some more 2 extra pints, and I will be breaking this down into smaller while my water for my water bath is beginning to come up to temperature. To use the concentrate, I took 1 pint of concentrate, put it in. Then I took 1 pint of water and put it in. Then I used 1/4 cup of sugar just to start to see. And it turns out it's pretty sweet at that level, so you can do that, or even less if you like it less sweet. And then you just dissolve the sugar, which you don't even really have to come up to a boil, just as long as it's dissolved. And then I'm going to put it in a little jar and put it in the refrigerator and cool it down for dinner tonight. And there you go. 6 jars of Barbados Cherry juice, and the 7th one went to make a drink for tonight's dinner. That's awesome. All right, you guys, so that's it. It was a pretty productive day, and I'm real proud that I learned a new skill, like with the steam juicer and canning more liquids, which I did know that, but you know, it's always good to refresh on other skills that you don't use very often. But I will say, usually around when the pineapples are done or when the cranberries come into season, that's when I usually make a lot of my different juices and drinks and stuff. I have a great holiday drink with cranberry concentrate, and that recipe originally comes from Living Traditions, and Sarah worked that recipe out, which was great. But anyhow, tonight we're gonna have the Barbados Cherry juice concentrate made into a drink. So you saw how that was made, and I can't wait to do that. Also, we're gonna have fried fish for dinner and a little bit of cornmeal and flour. And this is where the fish went. As you can see, it's freshly dug. It's all beautiful. We put the fish about 1 foot down and covered it up. And we put lime and then covered it up, and then we put wood over it. I may have to come in here and, you know, do more, but at this point I think the dogs are my biggest concern, and the dogs can't hardly get in here, and we'll be sure to keep them behind the fence here for a while. Look at Buddy. Hey Buddy, are you mad at me? Somebody's mad at Mommy because Mommy won't let him inside on the outside of the fence. Buddy, are you mad? Yes. Oh, but it was a very productive day. And then tomorrow, if I have time, or sometime this week, I'm going to probably make my elderberry syrup. and that'd be good to get that out of the freezer as well. You know, sometimes like two 1-gallon baggies, that was taking up a lot of space in the freezer. So then I'll get the elderberry out, and then after that I'll make my cranberry drink, because I think I have 8 pounds of cranberries. I believe that's right. 8 pounds of cranberries. So they were running a special and I had a coupon too, so that worked out really well for me. So I'll get to enjoy my holiday drink at Christmas time. So you guys, that's it. Take care, God bless, and I will see you in the next video, okay? Bye-bye.